Good day everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the impact of floor transmission jack in automotive industry. I am Oscar Sanchez and I am going to report the chapter 1 of our research study, which is consists of introduction, general background of the study, objectives of the study, and the statement of the problem. So let's tackle first about the introduction. Our research was also about the impact of floor transmission jack in automotive industry. Let's talk first, what do you mean of transmission jack? Transmission jack is what you need for installing a new transmission or removing a different types of vehicle, whether you are doing it all by yourself or you are hiring a professional to do this job. Transmission for is internal aspect of vehicle engineering and extremely heavy. Whether you are working in any kind of automotive industry, using a transmission jack is very adjustable because these are usually made of heavy-duty steel which easy roll cost of ball bearing. This powerful and multitask lifting system are essentially for a wide range of the service job. Unlike a conventional hydraulic transmission jack, which use either the chassis or axial, the floor transmission jack is possible to centrally under the vehicle and lift the transmission using a lifting platform attached to the transmission jack left the frame. Next, we will proceed to the natural of the background of the study. Our research is focused to the material handling equipment that use force to the left or move heavy loads. In short, it is focused on floor transmission jack, a heavy-duty transmission jack, so doing to be necessary of if you look to remove a transmission or a transmission safely, as they are specifically designed to do just that, as well as remove as much rest or injuries is possible. However, we need to also to consider the factors in selecting a jack that fit with our needs, such as weight, capacity in lifting, durability and stability of transmission, and structural design of the transmission jack. Another parts of the chapter 1 is the objective of study. This study is conducted to determine the gap of the available jack difficulties for all studies. This presently available jack further required to operate the remaining prolonged bend or squashing position to operate the jack. Doing work in a bed of squatting position for a period of time is not ergonomic to human body. It will give back problem in due of time. Moreover, the safety feature of all the enough for operate the present car jack do not have a lock or extra beam to withstand the massive load of the car. The last is the statement of the problem. The purpose of this study is all about floor transmission jack. It focused to answer the following question. First, how is the important to use the floor transmission jack? Second, what are the ways in properly maintain the floor transmission jack? Third, what is the limitation of floor transmission jack? And that is the end of our chapter 1.
Chapter 2. There are two parts in Chapter 2. First, RRL or Review of Related Literature and Theoretical Framework. RRL, Dynamic Stability of Underhoist Transmission Jack, authored by Elisabetta M. Zanetti and Alberto L. Audodino, published in January 16, 2014. Advances in Transmission Jack Lift Productivity, authored by Stertel Coney, published in February 20, 2017. Comparative Study of Mechanical Hydraulic Jack, authored by Seinat Kasuba, published in July 2014. Low Clearance Floor Transmission Jack, authored by Major Lift Hydraulic Equipment Yuki, published in February 12, 2019. The Best Transmission Jack 2020, authored by Dan, published in September 20, 2019. The best transmission jack is the OTE 7100 BIT3-A stringer. Use adjustable corner brackets and safety chain. Put operated pump to control transmission of a maximum weight 1000 lbs. Safely overload system. Flush chrome rams to prevent corrosion. Theoretical framework. How it is important to use floor transmission jack. It is important to use floor transmission jack to make the work easy and fast, and also to keep or avoid ourselves from accident. How to maintain the floor transmission jack clean. Always clean transmission jack with a clean clothes, and always inspect the jack before using, looking for cracks, losing nuts and bolts, or any damage that need an attention.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm here in front of you to defend my topic in chapter 3, methodology. So there are 6 parts in methodology. First is research design. Research design is the study was conducted, illustrated, explained by factual information, and gathered all the data which was based on online reference. And the second is research local. This was conducted by automotive student of SLSU main campus, and by the aim of my group, we assure the effectiveness of the transmission jack as our main objectives. Going on to the materials and methods. Our floor transmission jack is to lift and raise the transmission of your car. In order to have the floor transmission jack work, we must place it in the proper position below the car. Center jack so that its arm extend up to the fluid pan of the transmission. Easy pop handle is delivered as a good height adjustment from your car by a complete 30 degrees arc your car and elevated by floor transmission jack. Two-way tilt facility to adjust the positioning of the head through a 70-degree arc. Heavy power lifting is the kind of unit that can support the weight of the load points. So mingon tag load points is kanang mga kuan bitaw, kanang mga bugat nga mga kuan ikarga or limit sa ijang kabugaton mo nagingon nga load points. Heavy duty wheels. So ug maingon tag heavy duty wheels, siya ang mohatag og diameter in area by making maneuverability of the jack, and also to easy supporting a heavy weight or transporting loads. Next is research instruments and techniques. The instruments was being used by this part was gathered by research reading, previous study, and literatures published and unpublished thesis relevant to the studies. The questionnaires that is being used was factually based by describing the floor transmission jack as our main objectives. Data gathering procedure. The research of the study cooperates by developing questionnaires so as to serve its intended respondent. And the last is data analysis procedure. Example, I am the researcher, then nagkandak ko og usa ka development about sa akong title na floor transmission jack. As a researcher, we be able to distribute and gather the data by the questionnaires in given 30 respondents. Then to their answer and perspective, 90% respondent like or believe of floor transmission jack because it is effective tools to use or easy to lift the heavy truck. That's all, ma'am, and thank you.
I'm Jerry Ranti, BIT4-A Automotive. So this is our final output in technology research, a floor transmission jack. It has a smooth swiveling handle, manually operated pumping hydraulic for lifting the load, and has a universal mounting head for better load positioning, with four swivel casters for easy positioning and effortless maneuvering throughout the shop. This floor transmission jack is constructed with high-grade steel for quality and durability, with wide bases for exceptional stability during mounting, with wide support bracket that can support the transmission during installation and removal, with a release valve for slowly lowering the removed transmission.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Dumil Jun Picagor and I'm going to report Chapter 5 of our research topic, the impact of floor transmission jack in automotive industry. Transmission jack is used to remove old transmission and install new transmission from your vehicle, and used to car lift to raise the transmission of your car to approximately 60 inches off the floor. The position of jack is centered to extend the arm to the fluid pan of the transmission. Let the compressed air extend the jack and push the transmission up slightly so that its weight is taken off the bolts that secure it to the vehicle. Finally, transmission jack is very useful to heavy lifting the big objects of your vehicle, and it can also be used in any situation. When using transmission jack, first, you need to assess whether a floor transmission jack is the ideal tool for the job, and it can support the weight of your car and is small enough to fit underneath your chassis. Then, make sure the maximum height for bigger trucks and vans. And also, choose floor transmission jack that can lift the heaviest truck, a jack that can hold safely, and a jack can lift more weight.